Welcome back to Great Day Houston. All right, ladies and some guys too, because they carry, the Merces. Okay, have you ever noticed the bigger your purse, the more junk you just toss into it? Right? Like Sandra, what do you have in your purse today?
Well, today I have a coffee grinder for my caffeine.
Oh, okay, yes, to keep that fresh, yes.
And for these cold days, I have my
those are
gloves.
nice, yes. Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, and then, of course, an umbrella. You never know.
That's right. Oh, you have a lot of stuff in that purse. It's like a bottomless pit right there.
It is,
okay.
it is.
Well,
Never know.
You have some, here's your coffee grinder.
Thank you,
Okay,
I need that.
You have some extra things, but really, most of the time, a smaller purse will do. And so, what do we have here in your little purse?
I have my glasses.
The essentials, right? Driver's license, lipstick.
Yeah, phone,
and then
coupons.
Yeah, okay.
And
your essentials, like I
my
said.
essentials.
Yes, your little champagne right
Yes.
there. You see? Okay, so we've got essentials in both sizes. Well, that same principle applies to your home when you downsize. Christina caught up with a real estate expert to show us how to maximize small spaces.
All right, it's the dreaded move. How many of you hate moving as much as I do? All right, so how many of you are maybe downsizing, you need smaller space, you're like, what do I do with all my stuff? We've got 30 years, maybe you're an empty nester. Well, Laura Bunk, she's going to help us.
Yeah.
We're going to help with that today, maximizing a smaller space.
Absolutely.
Right? We're going to start right here in the kitchen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So in the kitchen is definitely one of the places where people are like, what do I do with all my stuff? One thing that I love to do in my kitchen is put organizers or dividers in every drawer. So, for example, right off of where we do our cooking, off the stove, in this large drawer we could put dividers in and put all of our cookware that we could grab out easily and use right here. Another great thing would be like a magnetic strip across or somewhere above your stove that you can just reach real quick, grab the knife, chop, put the knife back up, and then it doubles as some kind of decor display as well.
Right.
Another thing that I love to do in kitchens that have an empty wall. So if you look this way, we've got this empty wall right off of the kitchen here. We can use that to display some of our nicer pieces, and then that frees up some of our cabinet space as well. So if you can imagine some floating shelves up here with some of the things that you would like to display, then maybe you don't even need to buy a china cabinet because you've got it right there.
Yeah, and because the china cabinets are bulky,
yeah,
and like not even really cute anymore. No. So floating shelves, boom.
Everyone loves floating shelves.
Right. Another thing I know you love, and I love too. So on like an island,
yes.
Like what would you suggest? Like
everything needs to have a home. So obviously in this house, we have this set up for show that we're trying to sell this house, so it's staged. But if in your home, if you have some sort of tray that you can put on your island, all the things that you use every day that are always out, instead of having them scattered, have them all together and organized.
Right, so it looks like you're supposed to be there.
Absolutely.
Right? All right, so one of my favorite places in my home, people are like, what's your favorite room in the home? I always say the pantry because that's where the good stuff is, but a place you also want to be organized.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely. And that's where you save time trying to find things. If you're organized, you know exactly where it is. I love labels, so anything that has a label on it, you know that's always its home. So in the living room, there's great ways to save some space. Again, like I said, this is staged, but in my house, I've got a centerpiece where it actually opens up, so it doubles as a coffee table and a storage bin. So we put all of our blankets in there, all my toddler toys, and no one knows that it's in there. My house always looks clean, but it's thrown in there.
It's really not. It's all smoke and mirrors. All right. Speaking of mirrors, this is pretty.
Oh, yes. This is a gorgeous piece, but it also is not just a TV stand. It also has drawers. Voila.
Yeah.
So for all of you who might still have a DVD player, I don't know who does, but throw it in there. Throw your TV remotes in there, your movies in there. Again, whatever you need that's out.
Yeah.
Throw it in there and people come over and they'll never know.
So I know moving is like a task in itself, but when you're, but when you're downsizing, that's even harder. So we've got to make the most of our space, right? So now we're in the bedroom. What do you suggest here?
So the first thing in the bedroom, my husband would kill me for saying this because he hates clutter anywhere, but the best place to hide your clutter is under the bed.
Ooh!
They make at various stores that have organizing things, they make little containers that are clear and you can shove things in them and put them in, or even like the vacuum seals, you can put your winter clothes in and put them in. Anything you're not using,
under the bed.
Yes.
It's so funny because we were always told, like, put the stuff up from underneath your bed. But okay, you say
no
it's okay.
No one's going to see it there.
That's right. All right. Now this next one I love. So normally this would go on the other side of the door, inside the closet. but what do you suggest?
So this is great for your shoes, and especially if you're thinking about selling your house. I really think shoes should have homes. I've said that many times. So if you have something like this, you would obviously put it on the back of the door, but you can put the shoes in each slot. Another place for your shoes is they make clear containers, and so some people keep their shoe boxes and put all their shoes in the boxes, but they're different colors, different sizes. I think it looks nice when they're all seamless in the same size, and you can see through the clear and see what shoe it is.
Right. Again, saving time too.
Yes.
Where's that shoe?
Exactly.
Okay, and then over here, back to kind of like a dual-purpose furniture.
Yes, dual-purpose furniture is wonderful. This is a beautiful piece that fills up this space of the room, but then also you open it up and look inside. There's not just drawers, there's shelves. So something like this, you could put a rack in if you need more space for your coats, or you could put more shoes in here if you have a lot of shoes, and whatever you want inside the drawers. And then back to talking about organizers downstairs, if you put the dividers in those drawers, you can organize them very nicely.
All right, so another, I know this sounds like I'm complaining, but another problem is lots of jewelry.
Yes.
Where does it go? What do you, mine's
love
like
our
a jumbled
jewelry.
mess and all the
Knots,
necklaces. What's a good place for that?
Sure. So they make what you would think is a medicine cabinet, but it's actually a jewelry holder. And it doesn't have to be small. They make really long ones, so you could use it as a full-length mirror as two. Yeah.
Mm.
It could double as a jewelry holder and a mirror. And they open up, and they've got little hooks in there to hang all your necklaces so they don't get tangled. They have spots for your earrings and rings. It's great. So
Yeah.
definitely look into something like that.
Oh, that's awesome. I love all these tips. Okay, so obviously you're good for buying and selling homes, but these are the little great things that people need to know
Absolutely.
about that you're really good for.
Yes. So when you go to sell a home, again, like I said, you want to make it look as big as possible, and being organized can make your home look extremely larger than it actually is.
Right. You can think about all the little tips, all the little tricks, like you said,
Yeah.
under the bed. I'm really excited about that one. All right, so for more tips and tricks and to get a hold of Laura, you can
Yes.
go to greatbighouston.com.
Thank you very much, Christina. Okay, like she said, make what you put in your home count, make what you put in your purse count. There you go.
Why did she get a bigger glass?
Because she had a bigger purse. Okay, that's how it goes. Up next.